check in with you. I know that I need my friends, but I wouldn't wanna leave, you know.
What's up, YouTube? It's Mícah and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm gonna be installing this wig by WorldNewHair. Baby, when I tell you this lace, like, I don't know if I just like got OD better at installing wigs, but the way this install came out, like, it was so fire. Probably one of my best installs ever. But I'm gonna be showing you guys like a start to finish, you know, customization and installing all of that. So to start off, I'm gonna be making the bleach that I'm gonna use to bleach the knots. So I'm gonna use the BW2 bleach powder and 30 volume developer because I feel like 40 volume is just too, like, you know, it processes the wig too much. Like, I just feel like it bleaches the wig way too fast, you know, it's just too much. So that's what I use to bleach the knots. And basically, like, I make it to a like toothpaste consistency. Like, I don't want it too runny where it's too liquidy, because then it's gonna like run through and like bleach most of the wig. It's not gonna bleach just the knots, it's gonna like bleach like more than the knots, and I hate when it's over bleached. And I don't want to make it too thick to the point where, you know, like, it's not bleaching the knots at all. So you gotta make it the right texture, you know, just play around with it, because I really went back in like multiple times, put in more bleach, more developer, more bleach, whatever I needed. So yeah. And then I'm gonna just wash all of it out after it's done. But make sure you have your purple shampoo, baby, because if you don't have the purple shampoo, then your wig is just gonna look mad brassy, and it's not gonna give, like, you know, that flawless scalp effect. You know, it's gonna look like just orangey. And I've had installs where I didn't have purple shampoo and I was so upset, because I'm just like, all right, now I look crazy and I don't know what to do. But as long as you have purple shampoo, you'll be fine. And make sure you put that all in the lace, like literally all throughout the lace, so everything that's like bleached can be toned. And then I just use some regular Tresemme conditioner that I bought just for my wigs. Like, just for my wigs. I don't use that on my real hair. But yeah, so after that, after the wig is washed, combed through, whatever, you might see a little bit of like, not shedding, but like, you know, when you pluck I plucked it a little bit off camera, and I plucked some on camera, but like, I didn't like comb out all of the hair. So when I was washing the bleach out, like, you know, like, it was shedding a little bit, but I don't think that's shedding. I think that was just from me plucking it, because this wig didn't really shed a lot. Like, it really didn't. Like, the lace was just so, like, I just love this wig so much. Probably one of my favorite wigs ever. Like, and the lace was HD, so you know, when the lace is HD, it's just giving scalp. But yeah, after the wig is fully washed, that's when I decide to pluck the wig, because I feel like when the hair is wet, it's easier to pluck. And this wig was so easy to pluck. Like, the hairline wasn't too thick. Like, it was like just perfect. So I went in, styled it a little bit. I waited for it to dry so I could like hot comb everything down. I'm using the She Is Bomb hair wax stick. You guys already know. If you're new to my channel, then baby, get on the wave. If you're not, then you should already know. Like, the She Is Bomb hair wax stick is just like the best wax stick ever. Like, I feel like it just gets all the flyaways. It lays down the wig. Like, I've used another wax stick. I used one. It was like a Cantu one, but it was too oily and greasy. But like, the She Is Bomb hair wax stick is just, I feel like it's the perfect one. So if you're looking for a wax stick to get rid of the flyaways and hot comb your hair down, please get that. But yeah, so now I'm just gonna be oiling my scalp. I know, please excuse the Meeks. Like, the Meeks just look crazy. It's probably like 3-4 weeks old, maybe 5, I don't even know. But I didn't really feel like rebraiding my hair, so you know what I did, just put some edge control on my edges, brushed it back, and I just look brand new. So that's all I needed. All I needed was that. I just needed them to be slicked back, put the scarf on, and just let it, you know, simmer down. So after laying down my edges and letting that sit overnight, next day, woke up, put the wig cap on, was ready to install the wig. So you already know, installing the wig, you gotta have a good foundation, a good base, which is the wig cap. So make sure, you know, you cut the ear tabs off. Well, not the ear tabs, like, just cut a hole for the ears so it could be like flat on your scalp. Freeze spray with the Got To Be. That's all I use. I literally only use the yellow Got To Be. I heard that it's not the best, and I really want to start trying like the Eben or the other ones, but for right now, I'm gonna stick with Got To Be because that's all I use. So blow dry that, make sure it's literally like dry before you cut it. Oh yeah, and I went ahead and with some lace tint spray. I think it was the Eben lace tint spray. I forgot what color. I'm sorry, just get it to your color. And spray that on your wig cap. Well, I sprayed on my wig cap after, but spray that on your wig too. Make sure like you have that on your wig, because the wig is really what's gonna, you know, like when you're going down the lace, that's what you're gonna see. So after I cut off the wig cap, this is a step that a lot of people don't do, and I don't understand why. Like, people's wig caps be looking so crazy, it be lifting, and people still would glue down their wig like that. Like, what are you doing? So what I do after I cut the wig cap off, like the excess wig cap off, it's like a little like flurry at the ends, you know, where it's like when you cut it, you could tell that you cut it, it's still lifting a little bit, and if people just like glue it down, I put freeze spray and make sure that's flat on my skin and my forehead, and I go in with the blow dryer and the comb and make sure that's literally like giving scalp. After you cut off the air tabs, the wig should be really customized to your head. Just make sure you do that right. I struggled with that before a lot, but once you get the hang of it, it's really easy. Like, and I feel like the wig doesn't really fit well until you cut off the air tabs, because without the air tabs, it's like a wig for anybody, but once the air tabs are cut, it's like the wig for you, you know? So after that, you can measure, see how you want it to fit, see where you want it to be placed, and then you can start finally gluing down your wig. So I went in with some Ghost Bond. I normally use Erica J's, but I ran out, and you know, when I run out of that, I normally use Ghost Bond, because Ghost Bond is just like my easiest go-to, but I would definitely prefer Erica J's lace glue, because that, baby, yeah. But Ghost Bond does the job too, because I'm not gonna lie, this install, fire. Like, fire. Just gotta make sure you know where you're putting the glue at. Like, wherever the hairline was at when you put the wig down, that's where you have to eye on where you want to put the glue at. But that's why I always trace around and I fill it in with like the glue when I'm, you know, blending it out.
Cleansing my soul of addiction for now, 'cause I'm falling apart. Yeah, tension between us just like fences. You got issues that I won't mention for now, 'cause we're falling apart.
And obviously you have to wait until the glue gets dry, so that's why I always use a blow dryer. I put it on a cool setting because the hot is like, I don't know, just be too hot for me, so the cool really makes it clear. And after it's clear, you know, for a couple of minutes, probably like, you know, 3-4 minutes, it gets clear. That's when you put the lace down, and baby, you have to make sure you put this lace down in the right place, because once you put it down, depending on how many layers of glue you use, baby, it's gonna stay. So that'd be what I be struggling with. But right here, like, I feel like I did a good placement. Like, I put it down, I kind of like, you know, gotta hurry up and be like, okay, I gotta put this here, and then once it's in the right place that you want it, get a comb and start like brushing the hairs back, because that will really, like, you know, melt the lace into the skin. And then you can see the hairline, baby. Do y'all see how good I plugged this wig? Like, it's really giving like a fire install. And then I go in with the alcohol, you know, touch up the sides. Wherever there's like extra glue, touch up the sides. And before I put the elastic band on, I go ahead and like pull out the baby hairs, like where I want the baby hairs to be at. So when I put the elastic band on, it can already be like formed in the way of where the hair is going, you know? Like, the rest of the hair is going back, but the baby hairs gotta go front. So yeah, if that makes sense to you, then yeah, I don't know how else to explain it, but yeah, I was really trying to like make sure this wig was perfect. I'm like, let me take my time, like, let me make sure these baby hairs are giving.
Fuck that. Listen, seeing you got ritualistic.
So after taking off the elastic band, like, the lace should really be like, you know, glued in, synced into your skin, like, you know. So when you're cutting off the lace, make sure you use an eyebrow razor, like, please. I don't know how people use scissors. It's just, even if you don't cut in a straight line, like, if you try to cut like the zigzag, it's still like, I don't know, I feel like the razor is giving more like natural, you know, especially with the HD lace, like the flurry like little lace parts. I feel like it's just better. Just use a scissor to clean up, but use the eyebrow razor to, you know, that's what you're supposed to originally use. And you know, like most of the time there'll be like a little bit of spots that you miss with glue. So go back, you know, lift the lace, put some glue, make sure it's really like, you know, melted into your skin. Because if you just leave it like that, it's gonna lift and then it's not gonna give, you know. So I'm just, you know, cutting off the rest of the lace, and I feel like it's easier to do, like, cut off the lace this way and like customize the wig and style the wig when you already picked out the baby hairs and then you cut the lace, since the baby hairs are already like in place. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I did, and honestly after that I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do this all the time because this really ate the girls up.
Trust from the distance. I think we should rule out women for now, cause we're falling apart. Leaving, you're just doing that to me. Don't pick up the pieces, just leaving for now. You're falling apart.
Okay, so after cutting the baby hairs, baby, this is my first time using the mini flat iron, because I was like, alright, like I see everybody using this or whatever, let me try this. Mind you, this video is from months ago, so I've been using this, but I'm saying, like, when I first did this video, this is my first time using the mini flat iron for the baby hairs. And y'all, when I say, like, I was just like, where was this at my whole entire life? Like, literally curling the baby hairs before you lay them down really makes a huge difference. Like, when I was swooping them, I'm like, okay, like, it's swooping real nice. Like, I don't really have to do too much, you know. Whereas if the baby hairs are straight, you really have to make sure that it's really going in the way that, you know, it's just hard. It's just really hard. I don't know. But get you that mini flat iron. Get you that, you know, that little curl, because when you curl the baby hairs, it just gives everything it needs to give. And I feel like that's what made me love this install so much, because it was my first time doing that, and I was just like so shocked, and I'm just like, wow, like I was just so happy with the turnout. Like, it was really just giving. So what I used to swoop the hair after I curled it was like the blue Narashambi thing. I don't know how to pronounce it. I still don't know how to pronounce it 3 years later. I had it for 3 years. But after that, after the blue mousse thing, then I go in with the black Got To Be gel, and just like, you know, really set the baby hairs in, because that's what's really gonna make it, like, you know, if you're not going nowhere, you're gonna stay here. So after, you know, like perfecting the baby hairs, getting them to how I want to get them, I went ahead with a scarf and I wrapped it like hairline down, just to make sure, you know, the baby hairs is just set and they're not moving, because I wanted to go ahead and focus on the rest of the hair, because I had to brush the hair out, wet the hair, you know, moisturize the hair to bring the curls back to life, because I was gonna give this very much a wet and wavy type of look. But yeah, I also forgot, after I'm done with the baby hairs, I always go in with the free spray and just, like, you know, mold it, because I really make sure that it stays like the way it is. I never, like, I learned that last summer after, like, doing the baby hairs, putting free spray on it really, like, makes a difference. So that's a little tip, FYI. But yeah, so this is just me brushing out the curls, you know, moisturizing the curls after wetting the curls. So
trust from the distance. I think we should rule out women for now, cause we're falling apart. Leaving, you're just doing that to me. Don't pick up the pieces, just leaving for now. You're falling apart.
after putting the makeup on the parts or whatever, really setting everything in, this was the curls. It was very much given like wet and wavy, fresh new install. It's summer, it's giving, yeah, ate the girls up. So thank you to WorldNewHair for sending me this wig. This really gave. Everything for the wig will be in the description box below, so make sure you check that out. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video.